the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. At the 24-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And the Packers pick it up. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Packers 7, Ravens nothing. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the bootleg. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it, and you work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is That's hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and your touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And some secondary help here for the defense. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the keeper.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight-line speed, look no further.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 8 coming up.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Dillon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Man open, here's Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. Well, the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it 21-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On third down, Jackson being chased out left. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Rolling to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Brings up second and 5. Now it's Jackson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Jackson now. And it's caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. Makes the score Packers 21, Ravens 15. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. On the return is Duvernay. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jackson buying time to his left. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the scramble. Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in his hands, and he explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
So there was the boom, huh? Because that's exactly what happened, right? And you can be in the right spot against him and not necessarily make the play. His talent is so good, and his ability to shift and move on a dime, he is so impressive. Even when you play it right, he can make you wrong.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Flushed out right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's got this down to the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught right side, it's Lewis. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the bootleg. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Tyler Lancaster in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The tackle made by L.J. Ford. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back in the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.